even beyond death. So God is always seeking to restore these in us. Because whether we know we've lost them or not, God can tell. God is always seeking and searching for ways to restore our trust and our wonder in life and our delight in living and our confidence that yes, indeed, we are okay, and our resilience that says no matter how many times we fall down, we can get back up. Constantly, God wants to restore whatever we've lost that would in the end lead us to joy and a deeper connection. Now, when we realize this, when we realize that there's something we've lost, our first instinct as grown-ups is to make a plan. Don't we just love to make plans? And you know, if we start planning on how we can put trust and wonder and delight and confidence and resilience right back in our life, if we start trying to make a plan, we're going to end up more lost than if we just didn't do anything at all. Because when we make a plan, we ignore what both of those parables teach us. The lost sheep doesn't make a plan of how he's going to get back into the fold. He simply is willing to go with the shepherd when the shepherd finds him and leaves him and leads him back. The coin is not making a plan of how she can roll back into the woman's hands. A coin simply doesn't resist when a woman finds it and picks it up. And so it is when we lose these gifts of trust and wonder and delight and confidence and resilience. We can't get back to them by our own plan. And if we want them to be found, we simply have to be willing to let God restore them to us. And there are 3 ways that we can put ourselves in the position of being willing. The first is that we can name what we've lost. We can name what we've lost. Second, we can tell God we're ready to receive it again. God, I've lost a lot of trust. I'm ready to trust again. God, I'm missing the wonder of life. I'm ready to see with new eyes again. God, I've lost the ability just to delight in the smallest things. I'm ready to have that delight again. God, I'm not always confident that I'm okay, but I'm ready to know I'm okay again. God, sometimes I'm tired of getting up over and over, but I'm ready to get up again. Those are the ways we name things. Those are the ways we tell God we're ready to receive those gifts again. And then once we've done those 2 things, all that's left is for us to get ourselves out of the way. To get out of the way and watch as life continues to unfold. Watch as those gifts begin to re-enter our lives. Because you see, it's not about trying to convince God that we should find them again. God already knows that. And it's not about trying to convince God that God should give them back to us again. God is already trying to do just that. It's about us being willing to lose some of the things that we've put in the way of having those gifts, of receiving those gifts, of using those gifts. Because that's the funny thing about it. When we want to find something we have lost in the way of one of these gifts, we have to lose what we've put in its place. To find and trust again, we have to lose some of our tendency to mistrust. To find wonder again, we have to lose some of our cynicism and skepticism. To find delight again, we have to lose our expectation that everything is just going to be pretty much the same. To find our confidence again, we have to lose any thought that says somehow we're not good enough. And to find resilience again, we have to lose the belief that we can only bounce back so many times. Bit of a twist, isn't it? This truth that to find the good that has been lost, we sometimes have to lose the things we've put in its place. But you see, in the end, our life is always full of losings and findings and losing and finding again. And in fact, each of our lives is something of a parable, an unfolding with twists and turns and all sorts of unexpected discoveries, some welcome and some not. And in every case, every single case, just like in the parables we read this morning, every time God is able to restore to us some good that we have lost, the end result will be joy and a deeper connection. Because God never gives up on finding what is lost. And when we awake to that finding, there's always joy in heaven.